And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Cleveland Guardians and the Chicago Cubs. The headline today, the hitting streak he's been on.
Yeah, an impressive streak. Can he keep it going in this one? Feels like there isn't a pitch he can't hit right now. Looking forward to seeing how they deal with him.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. Our starting pitcher in this one, Justin Steele. What's the word on him?
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
0-1 now. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And he deals. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there's one down.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
Here's Lane Thomas.
Here's a hitter who's been strong in the clutch lately, more than an RBI per game over his last 10.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. The Cubs looking to build momentum towards the postseason, and a win here would certainly help.
Still a couple of months to go, Boog, but there's definitely a little more energy and pressure around each game right now. A win here would be a nice shot of momentum.
And that just misses. One out, bases empty. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it falls. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Batting third, the third baseman.
Here's Jose Ramirez. And there's a fly ball deep right field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Lead runner around second. Lead runner holds at third. So two runners in scoring position and just one out.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
2 on, 1 out. So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Jhonkensy Noel. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2. Second and third, one away. Here in game one of this 3-game set. Swung on, belted. Way back there, and it's into the bleachers. Out of here. The Guardians strike first. It's 3-0.
Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. And there's the strike. Santana, a former Gold Glove winner, over 1,000 runs batted in his career, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
So digging in, Daniel Schneemann. That's in there, and it's 0-1. That one the other way, and that's a base hit. Coming home, the throw in. He's safe, and they lead by 4.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Here comes Craig Counsell, and we're going to see a pitching change. Justin Steele departs, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Colin Ray.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Now here is Gabriel Arias. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Snags it for the second out. Bo Naylor at the plate now.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Swing and a ground ball. Fair ball. Coming home. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5.
Batting 9, the shortstop, Brian.
Here's Brian Rocchio. That's towards center. Mena sizes this one up, and that is that. But 9 batters hit in the inning, 5 come around to score. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Guardians 5 and the Cubs nothing. Back here with my pal Singy, towing the slab in today's game, Joey Cantillo. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
That one fouled off. Cantillo, he isn't really known as a starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable. He just hasn't proven that he can do it yet. Swings through that one.
He's got such great stuff. You just don't know from start to start whether it's a potential no-hitter or it's a guy that's only going to give you 3 or 4 innings.
And that's a fair ball.
But for the most part, with that kind of stuff, you expect him to get to the middle of the ball game.
Second, the catcher, Cody.
What does she need to do in order to get deeper into the game?
Well, I'd say it's command of the secondary pitches, because when you're talking about turning over the order a second and third time and guys are getting looks, you've got to be able to put a wrinkle on something, change speeds, and locate it enough so that they offer at it.
Swing, and that ball's blasted way back there on its way, and it's gone, and he breaks the record with a homer. He sends it out of here. His latest homer in an incredible season, and they close the gap. It's 5-2.
That gives them hope they can pull off this comeback. They just need a few more swings like that, and they're back in business.
Ian Happ up to hit. He's coming off a 3-hit game in Sunday's series finale. And first offering is fouled off.
Ultimately, you want them to swing and chase a pitch that teases the zone and ends outside the zone. But so far, he hasn't been able to do that consistently.
That misses. And 1-1.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they're chipping away. It's 5-3.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
And now it's going to be Seiya Suzuki.
He's done a great job making contact recently, averaging more than 2 hits per game in his last 5.
Lined, and that's a base hit. And with every hit that extends his streak, he climbs higher on the all-time list. Rarely has anyone gone this far.
Yeah, Boog, 30 is about as far as most guys can take it, and he's just blown by that mark, and now it actually looks like 40 might be in play. I'll tell you this, as a hitter, it's so hard to not let that weigh on you. Every game you're going out there trying to get it out of the way as soon as possible so that you can focus on the game.
Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, John Birdie.
Boog, his batting average is on the rise right now. He's hitting over 350 over the last 10 ball games, and you can see the confidence that he's carrying around just watching him walk to the plate.
Justin Turner now. First pitch misses. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Popped in the air, left field. Kwan hauls it in for the out. And there are 2 outs.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
That's hard hit on the line. Kwan makes the grab, and that'll do it. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 5-3. You're dialed into the show. Here at Wrigley Field, now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. There's a strike. Out towards right center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. Here comes Lane Thomas. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one for strike 2. Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
Boog, Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes they'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
The 0-2. Lifted in the air, right field. Suzuki pulls that one down, and there are 2 down. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
2 out, space is empty. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
High fly ball, shallow right field. Suzuki has a beat on it, and that's the 3rd out. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Guardians 5 and the Cubs 3. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now here's the veteran DH, Carson Kelly. Ball 1, no strikes. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff at the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. It bangs off the wall. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. John Birdie, the next to hit.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Oh, that ball finds its way into the outfield. A base hit. And they're at the corners with nobody out.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just one of those seeing high base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
So up next, Kelly Sullivan. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. He was late there. Strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. I really think the outer half is open.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Headed towards the corner, and that is a foul ball. And it's through for a hit. In comes the runner from third. It's an RBI single, and it's now 5-4.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Here's the catcher to hit, Cody Sullivan. He's already homered here in this one. Just missed.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Fought off foul. On the ground to third, and that's a foul ball.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Ball 2.
First and second here, no outs.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Line drive, caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Here's the left fielder, Ian Happ. He's already homered in this game. And that's ripped for a base hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. Now a great opportunity to at least tie up this game with something like a sac fly or an error in the infield. But another hit to the outfield could absolutely end it.
And now, Seiya Suzuki.
1-0.
And another ball.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
Next offering is in for a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Line drive, base hit. One runs in. Now a long throw home, but it's offline. He will score, and it's 6-5.
That's all he needed, just a simple base hit, and he drives in two in a huge spot. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
First and second, one out. Dansby Swanson stands in. And that's way high. And that's ball one. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Dives and he can't hang on. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away. And that'll keep his hitting streak alive. He's reaching heights that very few players ever have.
Yeah, when you're over the 30-game mark and showing no signs of slowing down, that's when the baseball world starts to get a little excited. This has become the story in the league right now. You start checking off the days until the next benchmark, 40, 44, 56, and
Ben Lively taking over on the mound.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
So bases all loaded up. Turner climbs in on that right side. Golden opportunity right here. This one high in the air to left center. He's got it. Runners tag up from second and third. Happ comes around and he scores. Goes to third, in there. And now they've got runners at the corners with 2 outs. Here's Nico Horner. 0 for 1 so far. Line drive. Handles, throws to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. So 9 batters come to the plate. 4 of them score. We play 2 full. It's the Cubs 7 and the Guardians 5. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. Ray back to work. And that is out of play.
You know, these Guardians putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They jumped all over the starter and knocked him out of the game early. He just was never able to settle in, and the damage was done by the time he got the hook.
Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Wow, short work to Sidney Packard to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
And At the plate, Carlos Santana. And first offering is fouled off. Right through there for a strike.
I mean, when you're chasing the opposing starter in the first inning or two, that's just such a tone setter for the game. And it puts the other team back on their heels, and it instills a lot of confidence in your lineup from top to bottom.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Sullivan pulls it down, 2 away. Now it's the second baseman, Daniel Schneemann. Yeah. 2 outs. Swing and a foul out of play. Bouncer to second. Horner in plenty of time to first. Guardians go down in order. Nothing doing for the Guardians there, and they're down 7-5. Back here at Wrigley Field, and now the batter is Carson Kelly. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 away. John Birdie at the plate. Singled and scored his first time. And he swings through that one.
0-1.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now Kelly Sullivan. Swing and a miss.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
And foul ball.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, and he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score.
I think he just rushed that one. Great chance to turn 2, and as an infielder on a play like that, I think guys can get a little excited and forget to make the play one step at a time. Could have been 2 outs. Instead, they get none.
Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Cody Sullivan. A changeup missing, and it's 1-0.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the last half of the third. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 10-5.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
So 1 out, nobody on. So up now for Chicago, Ian Happ. First pitch doesn't find the zone. That's a little bit low.
This has been a rough inning, but sometimes you just got to work through it, save the rest of that bullpen, somehow stop the bleeding.
Ground ball to the right side. Santana with the throw to first. That's out number 2. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Seiya Suzuki. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Stepping in, Dansby Swanson. On the ground to third. They take the force out, and that ends the inning. So the Cubs get 3 on this blast. It's down to 5 at 10-5 now. This is Cubs baseball on the show, Chicago. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture. And first offering is fouled off. Ray ready to fire now. Cut on and lifted in the air. And that is foul. Got him looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Bo Naylor. Out towards left center, Swanson sizing this one up. 2 up, 2 down.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
2 down, bases empty. The batter now, Brian Rocchio. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Right through there for a strike. Rocchio, 24 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Next offering is in for a strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
On the ground to third, Birdie. Slings it across, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Guardians fail to score. Work to do. It's 10-5. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Justin Turner. Hammered, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Man at first. Now at the plate, Nico Horner. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, and that'll get down for a hit. And now 2 aboard. That makes it a 15-game hitting streak. And there's some buzz about it now, Singy.
It's nothing crazy, but it does say a lot about how well he's seeing pitches and really making solid contact, barreling up the baseball at times, and everything it seems he's hitting hard. As hot as he is, I could see this streak going for a little while longer.
And now Carson Kelly just missed. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Thomas going back, reaching for it, makes the catch. Runner tags and goes to third.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
John Birdie now at the plate. He's 2 for 2. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
That one hammered center field. That's back there. And that one's gone into the bleachers. All muscle to center field. It's 13-5.
He's been so difficult to pitch against lately. It seems like no matter how you attack him, he finds a way to punish you. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. Ben Lively won't go any further tonight. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Jacob Junis.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
So the batting order turns over, and up next for Chicago, Kelly Sullivan. First pitch swinging, Junis fills up the zone, forces contact, so not a huge strikeout guy, but he's going to make the hitters beat him. Doesn't issue a lot of walks, so the pressure is really on the batter to make something happen. No question about this one. It's out of here. They go back to back, and they tack on to their lead. It's 14-5.
No pressure on the next guy, but that's back-to-back home runs. How many are they going to hit? There was a sinker up in the zone. It looked like it came out of the pitcher's hand a little bit too early. Doesn't have the velocity that that good four-seam fastball does. And at the plate, he didn't miss it.
One down. And now here is Cody Sullivan. Ball one there.
And although you like the fact that the guy throws strikes, guy gets contact, and not always great contact, the fact that when you have runners on, if that ball's in play, there's still a good chance that a run gets pushed across, whether it's earned or not.
Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. Command in the zone is such a crucial part of it, right?
You know, it's not just throwing strikes, but it's throwing quality strikes. It's having quality misses as well. What's a quality miss? Missing just off the plate rather than.
Here at Wrigley Field, digging in, Carson Kelly. Junis back to work. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. He made him pay for that one. It's 15-5.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
So digging in, John Birdie, 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer. First pitch misses.
You know, these Cubs, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've been absolutely smashing the baseball. They've racked up a bunch of hits, and 8 have gone down for extra bases.
And a foul ball. Swing and a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Lined in the left center, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
Next to hit, Cody Sullivan. In for a strike, 0-1.
0-1.
That's a laser base hit. Stop sign goes up at third, and the bases are loaded. Baseball's unbreakable record has been broken. The most consecutive games with a hit. Truly one of the sport's most sacred records. This is a moment that will be remembered and replayed for many years to come.
Well, I know I didn't think it'd be broken. In fact, I didn't think anyone would even get close. His perseverance and his ability to grind out hits day after day has just been awesome. And there are a lot of great hitters out there, but no one else can maintain the level of excellence he has over such a long stretch of games.
Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. On the ground, right side, and it hits the bag. Throw home, not in time. The run scores, and they extend their lead. Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. Jacob Junis is done, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. Pitching change here, Hunter Gaddis.
Number 33.
Well, he hasn't pitched in a while, coming on here after 5 days rest, so he should be rested, but we'll see if he has any rust to shake off.
Now a chance for Seiya Suzuki. And first offering is fouled off. Now a screamer into the outfield. Brings it in. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with one out. And next for the Cubs, Dansby Swanson. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Thomas gets under it and makes the grab. Runner tags for home. He's in to score on the sac fly, and the lead continues to grow.
Man, there's a sac fly to bring home another run in this inning. These hitters are just piling it on. We're seeing some really quality at-bats out of this team right now.
Now Justin Turner gets a chance to hit. That's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. So here's Horner now. Right side, hard hit. Throw on to Santana. And they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. So 5 runs in the inning as they bat around. We're through 6 full. Cubs lead it 19-5. Back here at Wrigley Field, now it's the DH, Gabriel Arias. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Right through there for a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Tosses across to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. That clips the zone. That's strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And here is Brian Rocchio. 0 for 2 in this one. And that's downstairs. Ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. That one pushed to the left and foul. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Line drive. Save. Fantastic effort, but that extends the inning.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
Over to Swanson. That's out number 3. And we're back. And now the DH, Carson Kelly. Gaddis measures 6 feet 6 inches, 26 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2019. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Thomas under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away. John Birdie, the next Cub to hit. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Back to the top of the order now. Kelly Sullivan, the next Cub to hit. In the air, left field, down the line. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Lead runner holds at third. So 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out. Now the Cubs catcher, Cody Sullivan. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score, and they extend their lead. A 2-run double. So up next, Ian Happ.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Runner takes off for third. Swing and a line drive ripped out into right center. That's a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Pitching for the
Paul
Guardians.
Sewald gets the ball now.
Number 34.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year, typically at least one an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
Now here is Seiya Suzuki. Swinging a foul straight back. And the 0-1. Line to left. Kwan right there to make the grab. Runner tags from third. He's in on the sacrifice fly. And the lead continues to grow.
Good piece of hitting right there. He's thinking off the bat, that's getting down for extra bases, but nice job of the outfielder running it down, making the catch. Still comes away with the sac fly, though, RBI.
And that one is lifted in the air. Noel on his way over. And that is that. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left off. We look ahead to inning number 8. The Cubs are on top 22-5. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton all set for the start of the inning. And the batter now, Lane Thomas. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. Swing and a pop-up. Foul and a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So digging in, Jose Ramirez. That one's in there. It's 0-1.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Pretty nasty cutter right there, and you're seeing that pitch, that location a lot more these days, and you can see why. Very difficult for hitters. I think the great Mariano Rivera can at least partially be credited for that thanks to the career he had with the cutter. It was just dominant. I tell you what, I felt like it was a moral victory whenever I could put that pitch in play. So I can feel for the guy right there walking back to the dugout.
And that one in the air center field. Mena makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's Justin Turner. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Noel makes the play. 1 up, 1 down. Nico Horner, the next Cub to hit. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. This one in the air right field. Noel sizes this one up, makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Carson Kelly. High in the air, out to right. Noel brings it in, and the inning is over. So they make short work of him there. Through 8 full, the Cubbies out in front, 22-5.
Need oxygen so I can sleep.
Here at Wrigley Field, all set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's going to be Carlos Santana.
Now pitching for
New
the
pitcher in the game for the Cubs, number 43.
Number 43.
And he's had 3 days off since he pitched last, so expect him to be totally rested. I'm sure he's itching for this opportunity right now.
That one misses. 1-0. Yeah, that's fouled off. And he can't come up with it. Still fires to first, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Oh, that was pretty right there. Beautiful play with the bare hand.
Now here is Daniel Schneemann. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Next offering is in for a strike. Got him looking for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
No, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
They're down to their final strike.
0-2.
The Guardians down to their final strike. And that one misses up and in. Now 1-2. Line drive. And that's down, a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
1 ball, no strike.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-1. And that one fouled off. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Another day, another win. I really think this team has forgotten how to lose a ball game. It's been so long since they've lost. I really don't know what else to say. They're just a can't-miss ball club right now.
Well, this one ends in a blowout. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.